You bet.
I want them to hold hands.
Everything goes smoothly?
They're both so sexy.
Reasonably.
Right?
Saw
Yeah,
on
wait,
the
all
road
the
village
Sumeru
entrance
characters are
earlier.
like really
Figured he's
sexy.
investigating.
Which region has the sexiest characters? I feel like we need to like weigh hotness. Like I think we need to do like some hotness math. Cause like, I think women. Okay, we need to figure, I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to do the Archon quest today, but I think we need to figure out how many mommies per capita are in each region. Okay, this is happening. Let's think. How do we want to arrange this? But first, let's take an inventory of the mommies. Mondstadt. The hottest characters in Mondstadt are Eula, right? Liyue, we have Zhongli, Ningguang, Beidou counts, I would say. Shanhe, Inazuma, Raiden. Oh, I forgot. Rosaria's, I guess Rosaria's a mommy. Yeah, she's hot. Yaimiko, Ito, absolutely. Ayato. Okay, Sumeru, Sino. He's like half naked. I'll Hytham. Oh, Yelan, thank you. Oh, wow. Hotties per capita in Lyra is hot. Okay, Dia and Candace. Right? I guess Child's hot, whatever. Who's that one white-haired girl? Arlecchino, thanks. Signora, she's dead. Dottore, I don't wanna, do we think Xiao is hot? People like Xiao. Fine, we got Lisa. Kaya, oh, Kaya shows cleavage. Diluc, ugly. I'm sorry, I will not, no, absolutely not. You know the like meme that's like, I like a woman who can actually just kill me. Like, this is them. Yeah, it's like, whose body would I want to lick? Here is the table of like hottest characters, right? Okay, so now we have lists of hot characters. Now we need to like assign them values and stuff. Point system, exactly. How do I want to format this? Okay, I think we want to do evil buff. I think also if they're wearing less clothing, that makes them hotter. Naked. What else do we have here? So maybe we just do a mommy buff. Emo buff, I like that. All right, so what is gonna happen right now is, here's Mondstadt, right? Here are the characters, and then here is the point system. We have a ranking system and a point system. What is gonna happen right now is we're going to get the hottest Genshin region. We've already assembled the characters that we think are the hottest in each region. So let's rank people. Who's Pantalones? Oh, yeah, he's in here. Let's rank. Eula, I think, is honestly a 10. I have no notes on Eula. I think she's absolutely beautiful. How can you not with Eula? She has crazy thighs. Anger management, I don't care. The whole point is that she could actually just kill me. She is a little bit of an aristocrat. She is, but like, whoever said I wasn't attracted to rich women? Rosaria looks like you just dug her out of a grave. She does look expired. Listen, listen, listen. She's still hot. She's just not a 10. I want to give Rosaria like an 8 or a 7. She's like a 7.5. Eula's a rich mommy. No, exactly. That makes her hotter. Maybe we should do a rich buff. Yeah, I think honestly, unfortunately, we live in a society, and unfortunately, I really like when people buy me nice things in dinner. And so if these characters are rich, I'm like, that means designer clothing for Angela, you know? Lisa, I feel like she's hot. She gets points for her voice. Her birthday is on 6/9. However, she's too much. It's too much. Her thigh highs are hot. She has a nice chest, but she is weak. I'm gonna give her an 8. She does call me a cutie, which makes me blush. It makes me a little nervous. So, Kaya. Kaya is a whore. His eye patch does make him hotter. I don't know why. He has a nice voice. I'm liking the 6.5. Yeah, what are you gonna smack with no ass from Kaya? It's gonna sound like a laptop closing. 6.5. Zhongli, he is the OG daddy. He has that awful rat tail. And also, he's old as shit. I bet he does not know how to kiss with tongue. He does have a nice voice. He is poor. So I'm actually really smart. All right, everybody. Here's the base hotness of Mondstadt. We're gonna do, I'd say Mommy and Evil are the hottest buffs. I agree. I think Evil is 0.2. Naked buff, I'll give you 0.05. That's a little boost. Emo 0.1, and I think Rich 0.1. It does make you a little hotter. So here is like our like weighted point system, right? So Eula is a mommy. She's also rich. And I would go and say she's emo. So her adjusted score is now I did my parentheses in the wrong place. 15, Rosaria. She's a mommy for sure. I think she's kind of emo. She's definitely emo. I don't think Rosaria is evil. So I think I'm just gonna go mommy plus emo buff. She is a 10.125. Ooh, that adjusted her score a little bit. All right, Lisa. I would honestly say that the only thing Lisa has going for her is that she is a mommy. So she becomes a 10. That mommy buff is strong. I would say Kaya gets a, I don't think he's any of these. I think he's just Kaya. He's just a, which means that Mondstadt's score is overall a 41 point in hotness. So POC buff, so smart. Okay, how much should it be? I want to give it like a point fucking 5. 0.25 or 0.3? I'm good with 0.25. All right, he gets a POC buff. Oh, wow. Oh my God, I forgot about the Nakey buff. Okay, he also has Nakey buff because you can see his boob window. All right, that really adjusted his score. That brings the score up to a whopping 43.9 for Mondstadt. Now we have to go and continue with the characters. Ningguang is a 10. That's easy. That's so easy. Beidou. I feel like she always smells like alcohol. 9.5, but shouldn't a 10 be with a 10? You know what? This is tough. If Ningguang is the standard, Beidou's a little lower. Shenhe. I would say Shenhe's a 9. I don't think she really has a personality. Yelan's really hot. Yelan's like at least a 9.5 or a 10. Xiao, cutie, has tattoos, is short. So let's give him an 8. All right, let's weigh this. So Zhongli is a, oh, he gets no buffs. Shall we just call it the non-milk skin tone buff? I like this more. A voice buff is good. Oh, you're all geniuses. 0.1. In that case, he gets a voice buff. Kaya gets a voice buff. And I think that in that case, Lisa gets a voice buff. You guys are so smart. Okay, Ningguang. Oh, this is gonna be fun. She's gonna be really hot. Mommy. Plus. Is she Nakey? She's not Nakey though. She does get a rich buff. The thigh. Oh my God, I forgot about Eula's Nakey buff because she has thighs. Oh, I'm so dumb. Nakey, cool. Easy. 14. Oh, wait. Overall, Ningguang is less hot than Eula. I think Zhongli should be hotter than Rosaria. It feels like, for me, 0.15 feels good for an ass buff. There we go. This feels much more right. To me, Eula's the hottest character. Like, Eula's my wife. Beidou gets mommy buff. That's it. She just gets mommy buff. That feels right. Shenhe gets the emo buff for sure, and mommy buff. This actually feels right. Does Shenhe have a butt? Okay, she's like actively homicidal, but she like saves me. Oh, she gets Nakey buff. For sure she gets Nakey buff. You're so right. Oh wow, Shenhe has a lot of buffs. Whoa! All right, let's see what happens with Yelan. Mommy plus, she's kind of Nakey, right? Voice buff. The first time I ever heard Laura post, I was like, okay, I think she has Nakey buff. She has a mole on her chest, Nakey buff. Does she have butt? I think she has a rich buff. We have such a good weighted point system. Okay, everyone is saying she has ass buff, but even if she didn't have the ass buff, she would still be higher than Shenhe, which makes sense. But I think she does have ass buff. Xiao, emo buff. I honestly just think he has an emo buff. He's like an 8. Sorry. Oh! Liu is beating Mondstadt. Raiden is a 10. No questions. Yaimiko is a 10. No questions asked. Yo, Mondstadt got dusted. The gap. Honestly, I want to give Yaimiko an 11. She's just the hottest Genshin character. Ito's a 4 or 5. He has noodle arms. He like looks like a deflated balloon animal. He's allergic to beans. He's really, 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 really stupid. Ayato, what is he? I would say he's actually a good solid 6.5 or a 7. In my opinion, I think he's hotter than Rosaria. Let's weigh. Are we okay with this? All right, Raiden has the mommy buff, has the, I would say she's kind of an evil. Do we think she's evil? She's just moody. I don't think she's rich. I just think she's powerful. This is Raiden / I mean, okay, poll. We're gonna do Yaimiko in the meantime while y'all vote. Mommy, Nakey, voice, ass. That feels right. Oh, forgot rich. So Yaimiko essentially got all the buffs. Ayato, rich, voice. I think he's kind of sinister. You know what I mean? He's very like, he's such a male manipulator. Okay, Yai is like not sinister. Yai is mischievous, but not sinister. Ayato is sinister, but not mischievous. There's like an undercurrent of like evil with Ayato, which makes me want to give him an emo buff. He really freaked me out. Does he have a bigger butt than Zhongli? Does he really? No way Ayato's hotter than Zhongli. No shot. So he has voice buff. I think we keep ass buff, keep voice buff. That feels right. Okay. And now we go back to Raiden, who we all said was mommy, evil, ass, cause booba sword, emo. No way she's hotter than Yaimiko. No shot. I think the evil buff is too overpowered. I'm just gonna add that to her base hotness. Sumeru. Sino, what's his base hotness? I'm gonna say he's a 6 or a 7. I think he's like short and fine and just like shirtless. He's fine. I think he's the same as Xiao. His dad jokes give him a 0.1. How's that? Dad joke 7.7? Of course Alhaitham is hotter. Alhaitham's like a fucking 9.5. And his voice is hot. Like, he's objectively very hot, but he's still not like Raiden Yaimiko. Dea gets a Dea bonus. Like, she's a 10. I'm sorry, Dea's a 10 to me. No notes. She's a 10. She's beautiful. The only thing that I'm like about is her like little stupid furry cat ears. It's fine. Candace is also really hot. I'm gonna give her at least a 9. I'm obsessed with Dea. Dea's a 10. Candace is like a 9 or 9.5. I think Candace is just as hot as Beto. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I forgot to total. Let's see what. Oh, guys, look at Inazuma. Look at Luya. This is so not fair. So for Sino, we get a Nakey buff. We get a non-milk skin tone buff. He absolutely gets a voice buff. Sheesh. And an emo buff, which brings him to a whopping, that is not the right calculation. What just happened? 11.78, much higher than Xiao. All right, Alhaitham gets a definitely Nakey buff because he has chesticles showing. Voice buff. Evil buff. We don't know if he's rich. I don't think he's rich. But either way, he's still a 13.75, which makes him the hottest man in Genshin Impact. I actually think he's hotter than Ningguang, I can't lie. He's not as hot as Yelan though. So this actually checks for me a little. Now we go Dia, who is, I'm obsessed with her. So obviously she gets mommy buff. She gets Nakey buff because her entire stomach is showing and I want to lick it. She gets non-milk skin tone buff. I think she gets all the buffs except for rich, emo, evil. Her voice is fine. I didn't like melt when I heard her voice. That feels right to me. I love this chart. Candace, she is mommy, very nice. Non-milk skin tone, which we love. She has a really nice voice. Nakey buff for sure. Shout out to the desert because that means people wear less clothing, which means I get to see more. Is she hotter than Eula and Yelan? The eyes. Oh, the eyes. No, you're right. You're right. We gotta factor in the eyes, the heterophobic eyes. She is really, 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 like, guys, she is really, really, really pretty. Like, Yelan is hot. Oh, Yelan's so hot though. Okay, hold on. Maybe here's my thing. Maybe we need to just adjust the Yelan score. Oh, I forgot to give Yelan the rich buff. I knew something was off. I fucking knew something was off. There we go. Yelan is absolutely the hottest in Liyue by like miles and miles, so I'm okay with this. Whoa! All right. I'm gonna give Child the 5. I don't think he's hot. I think he's a 4 or 5, like base hotness. He is lower than Ito. Ito might be a 6. If Child is a 5, then Ito is a 6, because he's still the lowest of the men. Arlecchino. Let's do a reminder, shall we? Arlecchino Genshin Impact. That's a 10. Yeah, that's a 10. I'm sorry. That's a 10. Signora is, I'm gonna give Signora a 9. Do we think Signora is a 10? I don't like that she kicks Venti. I don't know, she is really hot. Really a 10? I'm good with 9 because I don't wanna make her higher than Shunha. Because if we give her a 9.5, she's the same as Alhaitham, and I don't know how I feel about that. Who the fuck is Pantalonis? Oh, he's hot. Okay. 5. Lauren, you just don't like men. Richest Harbinger. Okay, noted. I'm gonna give him a 9.5. I think he's hotter than Signora, but I don't think he's as hot as Zia, Ningguang, Eula, Yaimiko, or Raiden. That means he's the same hotness, by the way, as Alhaitham. I want to give Dotori an 8. We literally can't see his face, so me giving him an 8 is really generous. You forget that I literally like women. Google search Signora. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, she's really hot. But like in a way that's like evil stepmother. Like, okay, here's the thing. Evil stepmother vibes. She's not classy. She's tacky. She's over the top. That's why I'm like, she's kind of gaudy. Maybe she's high camp. But do you see this Disney stepmom gaudiness? That is what kind of ruins it for me. And that's why I want to give her a 9. Okay, Pantalone. He's pretty hot. It's that stupid smug ass smile. Stop smiling at me like that. He cannot be hotter than Zhongli. His name is Pants. That is not something you want to be like, oh yes, pants. You know, like imagine being Spanish and be like, pants. I started playing Genshin Impact because of Zhongli, and I'm literally like a lesbian. So he gets an 8.5. Okay, Dottore 7. He does have a harness. Time to weigh the hotness. Evil buff, rich buff. He's not emo. He is not above Ayato. I think that's correct. Arlecchino, mommy buff, evil buff, emo buff, probably rich because she's a harbinger. I don't know what she sounds like. She spoke of it in the trailer. Okay.
But you heartless businessmen and dignitaries, always with a convenient excuse to remain in the comfort of your homeland. You couldn't hope to understand. So why don't you keep your mouths shut? We don't want to make the children cry.
I think that's voice buff. Is she the hottest character in Genshin Impact? Is it her? She could be. The evil buff is overpowered. Guys, is she hotter than Yai? All right, who is hotter? Yai, Arlecchino. Please vote. Yai is winning. Let's keep going with Signora. She gets mommy. She gets evil. She's naked as hell. She's probably rich. And she has ass. Those are pretty high. She's definitely one of the hottest characters in the game though, to be fair. That makes sense. Do we know what Pantalonis sounds like? Immediately evil buff. And I think he's rich. That's all we know. Do we have voice buff?
Merely half a day? People say the Northland Bank's true currencies are blood and tears. But Mayor, even speaking as a banker, that sounds a little unconscionable.
I don't know how I feel. I don't think there's no voice buff. It's not doing it for me. I don't think he gets a voice buff. Great. He gets 12. And then finally, Dottore. Dottore has a nice voice. I will give him that. He's obviously evil. And he's probably rich because he's a harbinger. Because they're all really rich. 10. Okay. And now that we've decided that Yai Miko is hotter than Arlecchino, I think we actually do have to nerf evil buff quite a bit. Let's adjust our ranking. Yai Miko is hotter. Because 0.75 evil buff still makes Yai Miko the hottest character in Genshin Impact. Followed by Arlecchino, which I agree, I think she's so hot. Followed by Raiden. I'm good with this. I'm gonna also do an average of the hotness per capita. So we've tallied the numbers. We've done the Excel math. Oh fuck, there's 5 Genshin regions. There's a method to simping. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of brain work. And this spreadsheet is proof. We calculated this list across dimensions. Number 1, how many characters are there that are hot? We selected them on a basis of characters who make chat feral. And as another sub-dimension of that, these characters should be mommy, not mother. Daddy, not father. And so we were able to generate a list of the hot characters in each region. From there on, we were able to calculate base hotness through a method of just a gut feeling, just a woman's intuition, AKA mine. We were able to intuit base hotness qualitatively. And from there on, adjust the number of base hotness with very highly calculated methodical dimensions with a weighted point system that's been proven by our stream. That's it. We were able to weight the averages, weight the hotness of these different characters to calculate a total hotness per region, average the hotness per capita per region, and accurately calculate how hot each character is. So with that said, let's tally it up. The least hot Genshin region is Mondstadt. Unfortunately, there's only 4 hot characters in Mondstadt that meet that criteria. Coming in number 4 for hotness, oh my god, it's Inazuma. That is shocking because as you can see, Yai Miko is the hottest character. In 3rd place, we have Sumeru. We just got introduced to Sumeru, so the fact that they are so high up on this list. In 2nd place, we come in with Snaya. And in 1st place, obviously it's Nuyue. That is Genshin Impact's favorite region, so I'm not surprised at this. Congrats. And unsurprisingly, the hottest Genshin characters, according to my scientific method, are Yai Miko, Arlecchino, Raiden Dea, Yelan, and Signora. Candace is super close to Signora, but unfortunately Signora is really hot and she literally kicked Venti in the stomach, which I know everyone wanted her to do to us, so you know. So the average character hotness across regions are as followed. In dead last, still Mondstadt. Mondstadt characters are just not that hot. Fine, we knew that. Oh, and then Luya is actually 2nd. Okay, number 3, we have Snaya. They are all really hot except for Child, and that brought it down a lot. In 2nd place, we have Inazuma. Similarly, you know who brought this down? Ito brought this down a lot. Holy shit. 1st place, Sumeru. Because honestly, all of the Sumeru characters, 10 out of 10. What happens if you take out Sino and Sumeru? Oh, it goes crazy. Thank you all for this. Who are the least hot characters on this list? Ito for sure. Child, Xiao, fair. Kaya, Rosaria, I agree with that. I'm actually really happy with this calculation. The science of simping. This is my book. But anyway, thank you for joining.